but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire. Bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
hello, namaste, welcome to NESC OXY 2025 Open Esports Student Games अभी चल रहे हैं ग्रैंड फाइनल्स का स्टेज है and NESC 2025 thank you so much for this amazing event. Artsmith is our communications partner, Fit GMR is our coaching partner, Mandeha being our wellness partner. And you know what, आज का दिन बहुत खास होने वाला है क्योंकि जो टीम्स यहाँ पे पहुंच चुके हैं दे आर गोइंग टू बी ह्यूज. The game is going to be very interesting. So look forward for a lot. And stream पे अभी अभी अगर आप जुड़ रहे हो तो कृपया like share ज़रूर कीजिएगा and share the information with your friends as well. Join the socials, follow the socials. This is me, Santa TV OG, joined by the OG, the OP Frozen.
Hi. Actually, it's been a long time. Uh I've not casted ESFI event. Last time we did cast together, so it feels like a warm welcome back to continue casting Dota 2, something that I do love doing. And yeah, this is Oxy 25. So one of these two teams is going to go to Russia
Yes.
potentially because the format also asks them to, win all their games and then
Hmm.
go to it's called the finals of World Finals is where they'll be playing in Russia, but before that they need to make sure they are the national champions. So one of the
Hmm.
two teams is going to be making it. And lastly, let's not forget we have couple of players who have the DPC experience, which is this format used to be something like 2018 to 2023 Dota Pro circuit used to exist. So we have couple of players who have experience playing up there. We have couple of players who have played with some TI level players
Mm-hmm.
with against in their pubs, in perhaps the tryout teams and everything, और those scrims रहते
Nice.
हैं ना जिसमें
Hmm. Very nice.
वो
Yeah.
बड़े बड़े practices होते हैं, so all
Oh,
of
yes.
that. So there's a couple of players that have the experience, that have the edge, but obviously there is always that one hungry team. So this is a matchup of people who have competitive experience
Hmm.
versus people who want to punch their first land ticket into a different country.
Absolutely. The first land ticket into a different country, and it's going to be a huge one as well. So look forward for the same. And अगर आप लोग भी ऐसे participate करना चाहते हो तो all that you have to do is like follow the socials where every information will be provided. So keep an eye on it. Don't forget about that and pass the information to your friends. That is more important. क्योंकि देखिए गेम्स अगर हम लोग खेलते हैं अपने दोस्तों के साथ पार्टिसिपेट करते हैं अपने दोस्तों के साथ द कंपटीशन एंड ऑल काफ़ी अलग लेवल पे वो चला जाता है एंड उसका मज़ा भी अलग होता है ऑब्वियसली दोस्तों के साथ रहना पड़ेगा सो दिस इज रीज़न व्हाई आई एम आस्किंग यू टू शेयर द इन्फॉर्मेशन विद योर फ्रेंड स्ट्रीम को भी शेयर कीजिए अपने दोस्तों के साथ इफ पॉसिबल पुट अप ऑन द स्टेटसेस एटसेट्रा very shortly we'll be jumping into the game between these two teams and I know for sure it's going to be big so be prepared with some for some amazing action कॉफ़ी एंड पॉपकॉर्न अगर आप ग्रैब करना चाहते हो तो फटाक से ग्रैब कर लीजिए बिकॉज these matches are going to be definitely huge and entertaining.
Yeah, as much as you mentioned the popcorn and coffee being important, the competition, guys, is going to be just as fierce. Uh, so we'll be playing in a new patch, by the way, guys. So Dota 2, you obviously know there's patches, there's hero balancing updates where some heroes are weakened, some heroes are strengthened. So it is 7.39D, which is a minor patch, by the way, which got dropped yesterday
Mm-hmm.
or 3 days ago. So they nerfed
Mm-hmm.
Blade Mage, they nerfed Dragonlance, but you can't exactly call it a nerf. They just reduced 150 attack range को 140 किया है. It's barely a nerf. But then there's couple of heroes which did get nerfed to an extent, and then there's some heroes which were looking like they were trying to buff them, but I did play a couple of pubs here and there, and I could tell one thing:
Mm-hmm.
the patch is most likely going to be the same. If there's going to be any shift of draft, it is only going to be between the 7.39 number A, B,
Uh-huh.
C, D. We are going to be playing in the D patch,
Mm-hmm.
and the draft is already underway. Very soon, it will be displayed. Santa, I think uh, These two teams already played a series, by the way,
Hmm.
and it was a stomp. So Team WOF just got stomped by Avengers.
Okay.
But
Okay.
with that warm-up game, let's see in the draft what exactly happens. Is the story gonna be the same? Does history repeat itself, or does it rewrite itself as a new chapter for Team WOF specifically? We'll find out. चलो bans और picks की तरफ ही बढ़ते हैं अब.
Okay, so bans and picks ये तो चल ही रहे हैं and we already see a couple of amazing bans that have happened. I'm kind of like surprised that Nature Prophet को ban कर दिया गया already. By the way, the teams over here, Team WOF versus Avengers. From WOF, we have Rocker, Yukon, Squeezy, Icarus, Zonak. हम ये नाम कहीं ना कहीं already देख चुके हैं. I think I know the player Icarus and Rocker. I have seen them earlier, Yukon के साथ साथ. From Avengers, we have Explosive Bliss, HBK, The Rust, Tears in the Rain, and the last one I don't know, will not take the name. Meanwhile, Undying आ चुके हैं.
You can just call him the Jim. I go Jim. That
Hmm.
part, whichever you like to call. But anyway,
Hmm.
you mentioned that these players are something that most of us are familiar with. Yes, because these are the players who have been playing this game through patches through years. I
Hmm.
personally know about like 8 to 9 out of 10 players, maybe all 10. I'm sure somebody has just changed their name, and I'll very soon be, coming to know, oh, it's this guy, he's just using this name now. Okay. So that always happens in video gaming, right?
Hmm.
Every single video game, it always happens. But yeah,
True.
let's head into the draft. So, Team Wolf, Dawnbreaker, Nature's Prophet, Snapfire, Darkseer, Monkey King. Actually, got quite the favorable bans. I'm not sure about the Darkseer. That hero has been nerfed repetitively over
Mm-hmm.
the entire 7.39 patch.
Mm-hmm.
The small patches are reduced as alphabets. Undying is something that has been nerfed steadily as well. Mana cost बढ़ाया, Blade Mail को nerf
True.
किया,
Hmm.
then all of that. And let's talk a little bit about Avengers now. Zeus, Winter Wyvern, Lich, Venomancer, Silencer. Most of the heroes they have banned are pretty much supports. I'm not sure what the catch is here from Avengers. It's like they just don't want to ban a core hero, which is very
Hmm.
strange. And they open up with a Spirit Breaker and an Oracle. So those two heroes are, let's just say they were buffed in the patch, but I'm still not convinced or sold that these heroes are strong.
Okay,
Now
since
there's a lot
we.
of heroes left to be picked.
Mm-hmm.
अब
Mm-hmm.
क्या पिक होगा वो देखा जाएगा. Bans तो दो ही रह चुके हैं either way.
Okay, since we are talking about bans and then patches and all, what I want to ask you here is, of course, before that, Undying and Clockwork combined on the other front, we have Spirit Breaker and Oracle, kind of like a combo that I look forward for most of the times, particularly because of the skills of Oracle. Okay, इसके बारे में हम थोड़ा सा चर्चा करेंगे while the other pick is happening. My favorite heroes in the game Frozen are mostly Invoker, number one priority, most of the times. Then comes Kunka, okay, because of the ghost ship and pirate ka theme,
Mm-hmm.
etc. Right? So, what I want to ask is like, did they get nerfed or buffed?
I'll give you the good news and the bad news in a neutral
Oh,
way. They
yeah.
did not get nerfed, they did not get buffed. They were absolutely just not checked. But since Blade Mail got nerfed, which was one of the first items to be built on Kunkka,
Mm-hmm.
you can say Kunkka got nerfed not as a hero, but based on his items, because that hero loves to make Octane Core. That hero loves to
Hmm.
make Blade Mail. That
Hmm.
hero relies on, you know, on these two items. And if these items that Kunkka likes to make are nerfed, you can say that hero is nerfed indirectly, maybe if not directly. So
Hmm.
yeah, that happened. Whereas for Invoker, I said Octane Core got nerfed, right? So Invoker still did get nerfed, but it's not based on the cooldown reduction, which is the important part for Invoker. It's just
Mm-hmm.
the health and the mana, जो Octane Core
Oh.
की वजह से जो मिलता है ना,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
तो वो उन्होंने नर्फ किया है इन्वोकर पे. बट ओवरऑल आई वुड से योर फेवरेट पिक्स आर स्टिल प्लेएबल, एंड I can see that you have a knack for liking skill based heroes
Yes.
which can be played over and over again. I mean, it's Dota 2, so there's a lot of permutation and combination, so many items, so many hero
Absolutely.
builds. One hero can be played in a different lane in a different way. And yeah, let's get head back into the draft. I think we are drifting away from it. So we see now a Magnus coming in from Wolf. And this is like an answer to the CK, but you mentioned that there was that combo, you said Spirit Breaker and Oracle. I honestly don't think that's an exactly a combo. But Spirit Breaker, if he gets a good charge on the backlines, and
Hmm.
there is a purge released by Oracle, there is nothing to be purged on Team WOF, but that can still disable them for a long time. CK,
Ooh. Hmm.
it's a ridiculous hero. Suddenly, 3 days ago, it did not get buffed, okay, and it did
Mm-hmm.
not get nerfed. But now
Hmm.
suddenly, I'm seeing so many Chaos Knights in the game, and I want to see what these high rank players can pull off with this pick. Now there's the Luna pick coming in from Wolf. They ban the Storm Spirit,
Mm-hmm.
quite interesting.
Radiant
They
So,
acknowledge the fact that they cannot catch the storm based on this draft alone, especially after a storm spirit gets a Lincoln Sphere. They also nerf the Pangolier because these heroes are so mana reliant.
hmm.
Team Wolf respectfully banned the puck. This was from the
Hmm.
previous game, जो इसके पहले का जो फिक्सचर हुआ सेम दोनों टीम्स में, तो उसमें D-Rust, which is Krish.
Mm-hmm.
Krish had an insane game. He did not even die once. So they're just banning one hero out of respect. Monkey King is also a similar ban. Krish is one of the best Monkey King players in the country.
Hmm.
And Chen, that's the hero you don't often see in Dota 2 drafts these days. But
Hmm.
Avengers, it's a team with experience, already having made international lands in different countries. So I want to see how they use this Chaos Knight and Chen. Let's see. It all comes down to the last picks now. Queen of Pain is the final ban and Pangolier. अब लास्ट दो हीरोज क्या पिक होंगे, आप ही गेस कर लो.
सो देखो अभी तक जितना हुआ उनके ऊपर जो आपने फिलहाल टिप्पणी बताया तो वो सुनते हुए तो मुझे लगा कि इट्स काइंड ऑफ लाइक while it is like complementing each other sort of heroes at the same point of time थोड़ा बहुत तो इधर से उधर हुआ. So when I compare team WOF draft over Avengers, तो
Mhm.
आपके हिसाब से फिलहाल कौन से वो चार हैं जो स्ट्रांग हैं? And now that you know we have Ember Spirit here.
Look, with the Ember Spirit pick, I'm just
Hmm.
gonna say this very freely. Team WOF's draft seems very much in place.
Hmm.
Alright, the team fight
Hmm.
is definitely big, but then Avengers have a lot of tools to make those team fight not be in place. Like they will try to disrupt the team fight. They'll try to jump in and out when their
Hmm.
spells are on cooldown. That is when they'll try to fight. And you are picking an Ember Spirit
Got it.
into an
Yeah.
Oracle.
Hmm.
So now, not only you're gonna be playing an Ember Spirit into an Oracle, you also
Hmm.
have to play it into an Enchantress. So that's two dispels.
True.
And with the Chen pick, make it three because he's having the satire convert facet. So that's three
Hmm.
dispels. Empower can be dispelled. Flame Guard can be dispelled. Luna is probably gonna be playing on the Moon Shield facet. At least that is what it looks like by Zonarch's selection. You know that facet gives you the choice
Yes.
to play a hero in a different way, right? So
Absolutely. वो पैच
this
के
is
बाद हम लोगों ने कास्टिंग किया था और उसके बारे में बहुत बात किए थे.
yeah,
And that
this
was
is
one of
very
the most
different,
interesting.
especially the
Yeah.
map extension, the
Hmm.
facet, and everything. But honestly, hey, it's ESFI is
Prepare for
OXY25.
battle.
So let's head into the game. I'll very quickly
Mm-hmm.
introduce the players, okay? Rocker is playing the support. Undying is what it looks like with his items. Jukan is playing the Clockwork. He is 100% a support. Squeezy is playing the Magnus. That looks like their offlane pick. Icarus on the Ember Spirit, which is perhaps their mid, and Zonarch on the carry Luna. As for Ignorance, is playing the Enchantress with the Spellbound
This
facet.
is a good opportunity to learn.
HBK, he's the Chen. T-Rus is the Oracle mid, by the way. So mid Oracle, something that I did not expect at all. Tears is playing Chaos Knight. That looks like their carry. And I Do Jim is playing the Spirit Breaker. Is perhaps the off lane. Now, okay, watch this. Okay, here comes the all chat. They're in the smoke. Check out the map. Observer wards have already been dropped in place here and there. So you have to keep an eye who is going to find whom.
30 seconds to battle.
So definitely going to be quite an interesting matchup और फिलहाल के लिए तो रून फाइट चलेगा ही चलेगा तो देखना पड़ेगा कौन इनके ऊपर एडवांटेज यहाँ पे गैदर करने वाले हैं and now that they have placements and done in position I mean to say this is looking quite interesting दूसरी तरफ अगर बात करें of course man Radiance की तरफ से एक move and as we वहाँ पे ready it looks as if this is going to be an ambush most likely. Oh yes.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to avoid each other, pick up 2 bounty runes each. So Zonar grabs the first one, Tears in the rain grabs the second one. And it does look like they're just heading back to their lanes. But look at this. HBK's creep, the Satar Mind Stealer. So he's gonna have a Tormentor or else a Mind Stealer. So it's either Mana Burn or else it is a Purge Creep. And you know what Purge Creep does, right? At mid lane. Icarus के सामने खड़ा रहेगा, उसको तंग करेगा, Mana Burn देते बैठेगा. So it feels like in a way, because of this Chen pick, Icarus is playing not a 1v1 mid lane, but a 1v1.25 because of that creep staying at mid. There it is once again. So it's honestly gonna have less resources. And here comes the D-ward. So Observer Ward D-warded. XP advantage is already there for Krish. There is a possibility that you might see Fortner at mid lane, but let's hold that thought for a moment. We'll see about it.
Nature attend us.
Of course indeed फिलहाल के लिए लास्ट के मामले में धीरे धीरे अपना पकड़ बढ़ाते हुए नजर आ रहे हैं और दूसरी तरफ अभी तो टेक डाउन्स के बारे में बोल भी नहीं सकते इट्स ऑल अबाउट यू नो गैदरिंग अप क्रीप प्रोटेक्ट करो build up your icon and then work forward already 1k goal lead मैं देख पा रहा हूँ and definitely it's going to be a big one I would say Avengers के तरफ से debut OF already oh my goodness we just spoke about it that कि first blood होने का chance नहीं होगा लेकिन यहाँ पे तो कुछ और
it just didn't happen at mid lane. It did happen at top, but that's good. I mean they were able to kill the Magnus. Now Magnus TP is back. Chaos Knight just pump faking the reality rift, and here comes a pause. I just want to say this. Icarus is having such a difficult lane. Look at mid just once. It's looking as if you know this mana burn creep is continuously on him, and Oracle is also going to have, so he's putting 2 points in the flame guard. I honestly don't think he can play a slight of this game anyway because playing it. Okay, Icarus using his very fire, but he's still dead. Second kill. That's Team Avengers. 2-0.
Looks like Avengers literally Avengers के मोड पे आ चुके हैं शुरुआती स्टेजेस से ही एंड कहीं ना ऐसे कुछ एग्रेसिव गेम प्लेस देखने के लिए भी हमें इंटरेस्ट रहता ही रहता है ग्रैंड फाइनल्स के स्टेज है पहला गेम है मीनवाइल कुछ और
They tried the shockwave skewer at top, but that didn't work. I think this Clockwork, the fact that he's not able to, you know, run into people, burn their mana with the power cogs, push and everything. But let's look at bottom lane. Enchantress and Spirit Breaker. I did not expect the Enchantress to be the off lane. it is actually quite a weird draft. But look at this. Spirit Breaker, charging mid. Ember Spirit, Sleight of Fist to dodge. I think the charge needs to be cancelled, but let's not forget that Clockwork died at top lane. HBK is having huge impact, not only in the top lane and the jungle, but even in the mid lane because of his Satire Tormentor.
So it's going to be
As
a
the first
game.
kill, at least they do that. Undying and Luna, if they don't win this lane, then what did you draft these two heroes for? Is the real question. But they do get the kill. They try to pull. I think the pull is successful as well because of the zombies. Yeah, it is.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Ember
attack.
Spirit once again in trouble. Forced to walk to the base.
Also, last hits के मामले में definitely having a very good time. I would say 23 and 23 for both. उसके बाद आपको लूना नजर आ रहा है, but the difference is
Oh,
huge.
look at
Meanwhile,
this
यहाँ
top
पे पकड़
lane.
लेने का. Mhm.
But this
Radiant's
time
middle
there is
tower
not
is
enough
under
mana
attack.
on Tears in the Rain. So they just back off. But I just love how HBK is using this facet, this hero very properly. He even got that Chain Lightning neutral creep. I believe it is the Harpy Scout, yeah. Oh, HBK's creep is finally dead. Looks like Tears in the Rain is in trouble. No more mana available. Help of the wand. He's back to full.
So beautifully
lane
planned
charge.
out game.
Never mind. False alarm.
सर ऐसे रहेंगे शायद ऐसे फॉल्स अलार्म्स मे बी क्योंकि लग तो रहा है कि कहीं ना कहीं टीयर्स इन द रेन while being absolutely supported by HBK, and we have seen HBK doing some crazy stuff in the prior sets. So देखना पड़ेगा.
Yeah, I mean, the way HBK is supporting him,
Mhm.
he's not supporting him, he's just helping him get the kills. So, the fact that HBK is able to farm the map, the fact that Tears in the Rain is able to zone heroes away, is pretty big. And now they're just playing the map. There it is at bottom lane. Okay, actually top lane. I thought the reality rift, it meant like they were committing to the kill, but they're just gonna harass Squeezy.
Radiant's bottom tower
And at
is
bottom
under
lane,
attack.
Ignorance is a Bliss continues to, just cut the creep waves, grab a neutral creep here and there. They're trying to add the pressure because of the siege unit. Look at this. This is the siege creep. So they were trying to get some timing, and that is the reason why 25% damage is already dealt. Actually, top lane, hold on, Squeezy. About to die maybe. Oh, he tries to use the tree juke, but he's not able to. HBK, one right click will do it. Jukan, meanwhile, loses his life while he tries to secure the power rune. Guess what? Power rune goes into the bottle of D-Ruck. And
Radiant's top tower
slowly and
is under
steadily,
attack.
this 10 Enchantress Oracle lineup from Avengers, it's starting to look like they are very soon going to take over the map. So that's the second kill. Finally, they are able to get it off. I feel like Rocker and Zonark have done really well in this lane. But the real question is, can you keep the momentum? This momentum is not easy to maintain. There it is, the pull from Ignorance's Bliss, and he also burns the mana. Zonark actually half HP, he is taking a lot of damage. Blood Grenade,
Radiant's
blocking.
middle tower is under attack.
There can be one more Impetus Strike. There is none needed. Wisdom Shrine has been stolen by Rocker. The scan confirms that Rocker
Radiant's
went
middle
for the
tower is
Wisdom,
under attack.
and he couldn't have done anything to help his carry. So Zonark falls, but at least they do manage to trade the Wisdom Shrine. As for the other one, Tukan is able to get it. So they take two Wisdom Shrines, okay, 7 minutes mark. It's very good.
Radiant's courier has been killed.
Strong so far. Yes, indeed. Teamwork.
Alright, top lane, Skewer. He is caught up with the cogs, but now he's thinking of fighting. Oh, look at this. This is Krish rotating. Here comes the Arcane Rune play, and he's on a killing spree. This man just popped a rune, used his TP. He's gonna call out his TP. And now Squeezy, who's already not having a very good game, He's forced to run back. Bottom lane, we are pretty much missing most of the kills, but we are able to keep up with the fact that, oh, look at this, that's a big eclipse. Zonar, wow.
Dire's middle tower
Even
is under
tips
attack.
the Enchantress. That is actually one way to get things done. Zonark actually wanted to push the bottom lane because of the siege unit timing, but then
Dire's
he
bottom
got
tower
punished over
is
there.
under attack.
Okay, top lane, Squeezy. Recipient for a lot of troubles. I mean, he's still gonna die, it looks like. Not anymore. Rocker TPs, but only at a quarter HP. That's a good rotation by Icarus, and look at it go. Tears in the rain. He is actually gonna be Tears. Sleight of Fist confirms that Icarus, even though he had a disaster lane, but here comes Chris. That is a great Fortune's End combined with a purifying flame. What's happening over here? D-Rust, however, he should be dead. He's trying to go edge to edge against Icarus, but no, it's not enough. Finally, Team WOS strikes back.
So the first blow, I would say, and इसी के
Yeah,
साथ
and
अच्छा
it's a big one because their mid lane was going absolutely bad.
7 to 9, and we are into 10 minutes into the game. 2000 gold का network difference यहाँ पे हम देख रहे हैं. So that's gonna be an add-on factor. 4500, 4400, both again from Avengers. So yes, meanwhile, couple of purchases going for it. Bounty runes goes for HBK. A lot more in store.
Oh no, he's dead sadly at mid. Temper Spirit, Icarus. And now Jukan, who had the good intentions of helping his teammate. In fact, he might die, but not exactly. Oh, Rocker, that's a lot of damage. Do you still want to throw a decay? He uses his wand, phase boost, underway.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Ico
under
Jim
attack.
is actually going to face. Now he has charged back to a Rocker. I think he dies. That was a mistake. Why?
Radiant's
That's
bottom
so
tower
questionable.
has fallen.
Or maybe he thought the night vision is something that would help in his favor. But oh, hold on. Zonark. He's gonna kill the Enchantress. There's so many things happening on the map. Honestly, it's so difficult to keep track of things. Senta, what do you think about the mid fight? Was that an overextension? Okay, hold on. He does have the vision. The charge vision is in a
Radiant's top tower
hook
is
shot,
under attack.
completely misses, even though the Oracle was walking pretty much straight, and now he's walking straight away from dangers.
मैं तो बोलूँगा मेरे को तो बहुत मजा आ
Radiant
रहा है
structures
मैच देखते
are
हुए,
fortified.
क्योंकि कहीं पे भी ना
Dire structures
एक
are
पॉज मोमेंट सा
fortified.
नहीं है. It's like action, action, action.
Radiant's top tower is
Ah,
under
and
attack.
look at this. Now at mid lane, because there is a jump made by Icarus, D-Rust simply uses his ult, so false promise.
Radiant's
And
top
purifying
tower
flames,
has
he'll be back to
fallen.
full HP. But the snipe, I just love how they use the charge vision to get that kill at mid lane. And look, it's a very even game. But at the same time, let's
Dire's
not
bottom
forget the
tower
fact that
is under attack.
Avengers, this is a very experimental draft, and they're still in lead. Hold on, top lane, take action. Okay, there's the Giver, there's an RP, can heal up in the air, hand of God, and now Tears in the rain turns around. Magnus just hit maybe. Oh, it is the Ember Liza, honestly. DK gets traded. Rocker, here comes the zombie. He wants the base cow. Beef is on the menu for Undying, and he has a huge appetite. He continues to hit SDK. Now he's held off here. D-Rust, he's trying his best. He's trying to kill the
Dire's
rotting
middle tower
Britain,
is under
but
attack.
Rocker on a triple kill. The support is becoming the carry. And you can see it that Rocker has climbed above Magnus. That's his offlaner. So Rocker, he's playing an exceptionally good game, but now has he overextended? The charge vision, it's too much. Oracle probably gets this kill. Unstoppable. It does look like there is a fight going on at bottom as well. Yeah, it was an Eclipse blown up, combined with Icarus. There are so many things happening, and now look at this. Tears in the rain, scouting, invisible rune. Santa, I need some input out of you. Is this Clockwork going to live?
I am doubtful. Oh, survived as of now. There was a
Radiant's
pause
top
moment.
tower
Oh,
is under
nice
attack.
moves, and you can with the boots. That's where I was able to.
No, this
Otherwise,
game is
yeah, so. Hmm.
so ridiculous. They're just fighting each other as if, I mean, sure, Avengers can farm their map. You can see this part of the map is untouched, but their draft empowers them to fight. There it is, another charge at mid lane. No, they'll just scare off Icarus. Icarus
देखिए
almost dead
कहीं
with
ना
his
कहीं
base
मुझे
kill.
लग रहा है कि ना ये ग्रैंड फाइनल्स के स्टेज पे दोनों ही टीम्स ने डिसाइड करके आया है कि भाई हम तो मारने के लिए जाएंगे ही जाएंगे टाइटल चाहे जो भी हो
No,
मैच
and
में जाने के
even
बाद
if
एकदम बूम बाम
it's a losing fight, they'll still choose to play.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Oh, the cockroach Jonas, he is hungry for the blood of the carry, but now on the other side, Squeezy gets traded. So that's a carry for an off lane. So far going good, but here comes
Radiant's
Twitch.
middle tower
Shen.
is under attack.
As the dispel creeps, Icarus and team deciding whether they should fight these people or not. Already completed and very tiny. Can't make the easy, it's not coming back to This is the other fight, but now look at it go. Here comes the big clip. It's only going to hit a neutral field. HBK is in fact going to die. Finally he does. Luna comes in big. Trish taken care of. Two heroes deleted. Avengers fall. Now Tears in the Rain is thinking of fighting. Isaac Dota actually does not have enough mana. But he does find it now with the one pop. Oh, this might be a big kill. Enchantress. Looks like the power of purity actually helps against the zombie man.
The play indeed it is and back to the farm.
Dire's top tower
Oh,
is under
finally,
attack.
we have some breathing space. These people will actually farm now.
Radiant
I mean,
are
HBK died
scanning.
first in that fight, so he is back up top. TP here. Got a neutral creep under control. Now he's back to farming. He's already made 2 aura items, drums and mechanism. Speaking of auras, let's take a look. This is an aura versus aura matchup because there's a mechanism on undying as well. Luna has the standard Yasha and Mask of Madness. I don't think BKB is any good this game, but what is the item that will help Luna transition into a hyper carry? I do feel like it is the butterfly, if he can get it, but he's opting for the silver edge as well.
Quite
This
interesting.
is actually a difficult game to think of in terms of items.
Because of the network issue or because of the way the kills are happening.
Yeah, it's one of those games where you have to play carefully, but at the same time, you have to continue to answer to
Radiant's
the
bottom
aggressive.
tower is under attack.
That's what it is looking like for Team WOF. Okay, now this is a very interesting observation also. So they actually scouted the smoke of deceit that WOF is trying to get off. So they know the opponents are smoked. They
Radiant's
can
bottom
either
tower
wait
is under
someone
attack.
with the Oracle at the back, or this is not a very good idea, but the Skewer is on a neutral creep and instead goes down. The Magnus maybe. He is caught up, rooted down to the count, but Squeezy is still alive. Oh, Jesus. He was just making it, and now he got himself undying, taken care of. One more Spellbreaker charges. That's going to be a root on the Emperor Spirit. He is not having a remnant in a very good spot. He doesn't even have the mana. He's dead. Even the tombstone. The dead are departed.
Oh my goodness, man, that was definitely okay,
The
a bit of
moment the skewer did not connect from the Magnus, Squeezy, he got squeezed into a tight space.
Of
Especially
course.
with all the crowd that HBK had
Radiant's
ready.
middle tower
And here
is
comes
under
the
attack.
Chen army.
Not leaving any room for the opponents to work with, for sure. Luna was also about to get into trouble, लेकिन वहाँ पे
Just
कुछ
gonna zoom
something-
out because there is Rocker. He is out of position, charged, bashed, and impetus strikes. Norris Bliss will claim that kill. Squeezy. He has been taken care of in a very
Radiant structures are
peculiar
fortified.
angle because the way Avengers, wrapped up around this bottom tier 2 tower,
Hmm.
they just came in like a
Dire's
curve
top
and now
tower
they are
is
not
under
yet done
attack.
with all the reward which scouted their smoke
Radiant's
of
bottom
deceit.
tower
It is
is under
also going
attack.
to assassinate Icarus. This observer ward has paid in offense and defense.
Dire's
It's
top
such
tower
a huge
has
one, isn't
fallen.
it?
एब्सोल्युटली ह्यूज वन मेनवाल
Radiant's
एक टावर
bottom
भी ले
tower
लिया
is
गया कुछ
fallen.
डी वार्डिंग भी चल रहा है एक और टावर ओके टावर के लिए टावर भी हो चुका सो दैट्स गोइंग टू बी क्वाइट इंटरेस्टिंग ऑफ कोर्स मिनिमम आप पे देखिए अगले कुछ टावर्स पे प्रहार के लिए जा रहे हैं एंड एवेंजर स्टिल मेंटेनिंग द मिड लेन क्वाइट स्ट्रांगली मिड एज वेल एज बॉटम दोनों ही टॉप पे
Yeah, and look at this at
हम्म
mid lane. I mean, the hook shot is good. It does catch the Oracle, but he's gonna pop his ult. The RP is only going to
ओ नो नो नो
launch
नो
on an
हम्म
Oracle. It is going to skewer him in place, but here comes the Chen heal. The heals are too much. The auras are too strong. Squeezy, your RP does nothing. Zonar trying to help. He has TP'd down. Magnus dead. Undying dead. Clockwork. The three melee heroes are dead. Fourth one, Ember Spirit. They can't find him. He's away. But Zonar, he's in trouble. I suck. He is diving in deep. He might be dead to the tower hits. He dies. Oh, that was such a dangerous hit from the Enchantress. Zonarch in front of the fountain. She almost witnessed death. But this aura squad of Avengers, it's looking so strong. They're just forcing a mistake. Once again, the fight started wrong from Squeezy, and now with the Orchid, Ember Spirit, is he in trouble? He does have the Mate Slayer, so he might not die instantly. HBK bringing in some new creeps to the show. The tendrils of the deep, those aquatic creeps which we did see after the water, global warming had its effect even on the map of Dota 2. So that is why there's waters everywhere.
ओके इंटरेस्टिंग वे टू पुट इट across buddy
Oh, look at this. Here comes the secure play. This time it's a good one. The toaster has been dropped. HBK is still alive for the moment. His creep is going to die. Oh, it's Rocker who falls. And HBK joins him in the death stairwell. Squeezy. Status resistance up for the Space Bull. Now the stun connects. Oh, the charge on the creep is very good. The skewer is gonna allow Squeezy to escape. He pops his essence ring, still trying to find a way, but the trees have been cut. The searing chains are not enough to stop tears in the rain, and Oracle finds the finish. Icarus dead.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Armlet
attack.
toggle. Yeah, he's gonna do so while he TPs out. A team wipe. 21 minutes, 18 to 31. This
Dire
is
are scanning.
Bloodbath. And Bloodbath is an
Radiant's middle
understatement.
tower is under attack.
very well mentioned rightly quoted as well and it's going to be bigger better I would say so from here on मैं तो अभी बोलूँगा कि 31 to 18 and 14 my goodness Avengers oh
This
bro
is just unbelievable.
yeah
Clockwork
Radiant
actually
are
does punish the
scanning.
Spirit Breaker. So it does
hmm.
secure the Wisdom Rune, but he's not gonna feel very happy about it because he's only having a Blade Melee. As a Clockwork, you want to have so much more. And you can't build a Spirit Vessel into a Clockwork, an Enchantress, and a Chen. So I personally feel this game's highlight has been HBK because he is up there in the 5th position as a Chen and he's playing really well. That's his 3rd aura item.
wow indeed wow
So
indeed
Vlad's mechanism drums and
so कहीं पे भी कोई भी अपॉर्चुनिटी छोड़ा नहीं जा रहा है अपोनेंट्स को थोड़ा सा भी मौका दिया नहीं जा रहा है इधर तो वो पक्का पता चल चुका 31 to 19 and can we I mean I think it is like very early to say that it's a game for Avengers but Frozen is it safe for me to say that
no, I
Dire
mean,
are scanning.
it's very safe for us to say anything. Hey man, we are just enjoying a game of Dota 2 which is so
I
festered with fights, killing
Okay.
and deaths everywhere, right?
Radiant's
Oh, here
bottom
comes the
tower
charge.
is under
He's
attack.
off position. The RP is going to latch, but is this enough? HPK, he's gonna live. False promise, showing the way of truth towards life. In fact, it is Zonar who falls. The four-legged mounted Magnus is gonna be dead.
Hmm.
Four-legged, dead. Two-legged clockwork, dead. The number of legs don't matter as Tormentor gets taken down by Avengers. I was just trying to find a metaphor through Luna, but then Luna,
The rider.
it's not easy, right? To find that magical damage. I mean, you're relying on an Eclipse to kill at least one hero. But then there is an Oracle who is able to deny, completely give the magic resistance because of the Purifying Flames. Oh, sorry, it's the Fate's Edict. So that's just obnoxious. Not only he's saved there from the physical damage, but also the magical damage.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And Sonark already knows that, so he doesn't expend his ult. He has been farming quite well. I think Sonark has the items, but he single-handedly cannot do so much. And he's playing up against a BKB piercing carry, which is Chaos Knight. He's gonna be soon
Radiant's
closing
top
in on the
tower is
level
under
20.
attack.
So Reality Rift pierces spell immunity very soon. Oh, look at this. They might take another fight. Yes, the Vision Shrine. That's a shield rune oracle. And here comes the Eclipse. But Zonar, he's already dead. Moon's up in the air and the graves down below for Zonar and Clockwork. Easy. He's just not having a game, is he? Space Cow gets traded, so that's not very bad. Spirit Breaker actually does die. Ignorance is a bliss. Oh, he just expends more mana to try and scare off the Undying.
Radiant's top tower is under
The only
attack.
one surviving from this fight, Rocker.
Quite big ones, of course, indeed. And these are going to be even
Radiant's
better.
top
Now I'm just gonna add things to your statement. Oh, Rocker, are the trees a safe place, especially when the trees are only one? One single white tree doesn't save the zombie. His innate ability is going to be proc, however. I think it is safe to say,
Radiant's
Santa,
top
you
tower
are
is
perhaps
under
right.
attack.
Avengers are in charge of the game.
And I mean, I'm kind of like going off topic with this statement, or maybe with this line. Not statement, with this line. I will talk about it. Lekin yahan pe stun and that immediate takedown. Oh, that was somewhere written. Kind of
No,
like an
that is
overstep.
one way to find some recovery. I mean, if there is a glimmer of hope, then that play is actually exactly cosplaying that.
But is that like a sneaky attempt to grab something out of the play? Because I saw only one of them moving it. And
I think that was
yeah.
just overconfidence from Tears in the Rain. But oh, hold on, this Undying, he is actually dead. He buybacks. Spirit Breaker still alive. HPK, what a god's of hand. He also gives the mechanism, even though there is a tombstone right in front of them. The heals keep on coming. Here comes the aura. The aura buttons are just pressed instantly by HPK and Tukan. He looks to be dead. E-Blade taken. Is that going to be the end of the Clockwork? Yes. Oh, Fish. He is making this Oracle mid look so good. Sonark
Radiant's middle
doesn't
tower is
exactly
under
have the
attack.
shard, so he can't jump in the way he usually otherwise would. But the tower damage, it's lacking as of this moment. As soon as Magnus is up, the high ground is not very easy to breach. Oh, finally we actually have some breathing space. Santa, that fight
Big
was
ones.
actually horrible.
Horrible.
Started really well
Okay.
for WOF, and then it ended up horrible. And Avengers, they somehow stopped themselves from jumping into more killing. But hold on, they're closing in on the top angle, and Zonar, 3 heroes surrounding. Oh, he's drifted in. He pops his Eclipse, and he is dead before the Space Bull can even hit a back.
Big ones, and double digits.
Another
man.
reality rift. Goodbye, Mr. Tukan. That's Rocker dead. He doesn't have buyback. Speaking of buyback, here is the buyback status. If anybody was asking for one, Icarus. Oh, that's a point blank used Scepter to make himself safe. Squeezy. He was thinking of skewering somebody in the fountain, but Avengers, they are
Radiant's
too
top tower
fast.
is under attack.
Way too fast, I would say. Already at the barracks, and it's going to
Radiant's
be
top
big
Yeah,
one.
they were
tower
right
has
in front of the
fallen.
fountain and then they
True.
retreated. They forced out of fortification. So looks like this top tower is finally going down.
So maybe a little bit of breathing space for a moment, लेकिन barracks से यहाँ पे बचने का chances बिल्कुल मुझे नजर नहीं आ रहा है. Yep, there we go. The melee and eventually the range as well. Not gonna last long. So look at the damage being dished out. Oh my goodness. जो कान try तो कर रहा
Yeah,
है
I
लेकिन मुझे नहीं
mean,
लगता.
forget the damage. Just look at the heals. They are healing each other. And okay, there it is. Your damage. Dukan is deleted.
हाँ वो
He plays
आए
Dagon
मुंह
combo
दिखाए
once
चले
again.
भी गए.
1 3 4 completed. Magnus, is he gonna live? Oh no, he's not gonna.
One
Dirus,
buyback.
he just gives a fake hope to the opponents that, oh, you know what, you're an E-blade, you probably lived. No, you probably didn't. And then he zaps them with a Dagon and a purifying flame. This is bonkers.
Dire are scanning.
Is that a second buyback I saw?
Yeah, it was Squeezy who bought back. Oh, here comes the nether strike. Rocker! Oh, he is dead as soon as he used his flesh golem. That's a nice RP, but do you get to skewer? You do. That's a good eclipse. Maybe Tears in the Rain does die, but the Oracle False Promise is very strong. Zonar, man, fighting the CK is not enough. Maybe Tears in the Rain does die. No, the heals are so much.
Radiant's middle
Searing
barracks
chains.
are under attack.
Can't use the 40 like that, but oh man, I thought the CK dies for sure, but even through RP to Cogs and an Eclipse, I mean, Krish is just playing his some different level of gameplay. He's using his teammates like chess pawn pieces,
Radiant's middle
and
tower
he is
is
the
under
one who's
attack.
running the seat, the driver's seat for all these
That's a
plays.
great reference.
I mean, he's baiting them, but then he's saving them, and then he's bailing them out, and that is how the tides of the war are turning out. The
Absolutely.
Breaker attempt to force staff him in the fountain. It's only ended up cancelling the charge. So that's a mechanic of Dota 2 right there. Oh, they're just waiting here, camping.
Oh, the pounce. It's going to be a
Okay,
big.
that's gonna work. I mean, if you're gonna use Fountain as the 6th player, but I don't think this Enchantress dies. Here comes Tears in the Rain with a huge reality rift. Zonar deleted. CK says he is the real horseman, whereas Luna on that mount is just a helpless old lady.
Tower is under attack.
Mana drain
Red,
हुआ.
Icarus, oh goodness, he was about to die, but then the Usurper was good. Here comes the mechanism, he remnants away. Ignorance is a bliss, taken into the depths of the fountains.
Oh,
Was
oh.
dropped. Cogs trying to block. Oh my goodness. D-Rust,
Bloodbath again.
Arcane Rune, Magic. And it's dark artistry brought in by Oracle, who is supposedly not supposed to tell the future in such grim ways, but then he tells the Undying to just die. Oh, that's a good skewer. Oracle out of position, but he uses the false promise. The RP is always outplayed. He's probably still alive. Hand of God used. The heal amplification is so much that D-Rust. It looks like he didn't even take the damage, but SPK, huge credit to him. Mountain diving. That's something you want to do, but never mind. The team just finished the game. It's already over.
It was over when I saw the score as 21-42, like double the number of kills to your opponents. That itself like a big time statement. And my goodness, what a game showed by Avengers. Fantastic victory, 10-3, 28 with 16. Wow. 12
No,
and
I
there
mean,
we
this game
go,
was a
33.
bloodbath once again, 24-54. Let's take a
Hmm.
look at the stats as well because, you know, I mean, Zonarch had the farm to hit buildings and everything, but the magical damage, the heals, the saves and the chaos, like all uh this army from Chen, from Enchantress, from CK. CK is his own army, let's just say that.
Oh yes.
And and then there is the zombie man rocker on the Undying. Sure, there was probably, yeah, I guess it's true what they say. The number of army is always intimidating, and Avengers, they brought a whole lot of them to find that first game. But making this type of play in the first game with this kind of draft, I think they were just challenging themselves rather than the opponents for the first game, but that was way too good.
And I very well remember you said that, they are kind of like an on experimental draft, and still this kind of result is like amazing. Okay,
Yeah,
just
I
take the
was I
now.
was more
Hmm.
most impressed with how Oracle was, you know, not endangering his teammates, but asking them to go in
Like a
without
Bane.
hesitation, and then they are on the near extinction brink of existence being deleted, and then the Oracle comes in and saves them, and it also saves them the team fight. Obviously, if I was to pick the MVP of this game, most people would say the Oracle, but then this draft was something else, very experimental. I don't know who was in charge of the draft, but I personally think HBK and Krish played out of their mind. Especially HBK had some amazing timings here and there, especially the way he harassed Icarus. Icarus just didn't have a game. The double kill at the top felt like there could be a game, but let's double down on the count of the game itself. Let's hope
Hmm.
Team WOF can fight back in the game too. Santa, it's actually looking very difficult for Team WOF.
Difficult. Yes, I have to agree with it. And looking at the way the game went so far, of course, indeed, it's a difficult match for WOF. Let's hope and see. I mean, hope is kind of like overrated at this point of time, particularly the way Avengers have kind of played with the game and with the team. तो
Mhm.
ये देखते हुए तो अभी बोलना मुश्किल है कि सेकंड मैप पे सेकंड मैच में क्या होने वाला है. Again, this is the best of three format, so we have another match lined up. And if Avengers
Yeah, there
takes
is
it
a
away,
lifeline for WOF, but
yes.
I just want to say this. There were a couple of moments where it felt like WOF has actually found their way back.
Hmm.
And in most games, if something like that happens in Dota 2, especially in the pubs, it
Hmm.
feels like, oh, this is actually winnable.
Okay.
But in this game, that was just not the story.
No
So
way.
the fact that
Hmm.
Avengers even perhaps gave away that type of play or that type of glimmer of hope to their opponents, it's actually an unthinkable strategy. But let's see. Maybe in game two there can be some fixes. I personally think if Team WF want to work things around, they can fix few things around their mid and off lane. I think Zonark is having an alright lane, but Squeezy and Jukan, they need to ramp up their game, and obviously Jukan not having a very good field day is also affecting Icarus indirectly because he is already playing up against HBK, even though HBK is not present in the mid lane. It's his creep. So that made a huge significant difference. It's a very difficult one, but it most likely is going to be a 2-0. And we'll find out what happens in the game too.
Very well mentioned. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's the first match of the day. So, before we jump into the seconds, we need to take a short break here. And prior to that, a huge shout out for everyone over here, for the team working in the background as well. Also, thanks to our communications partner, Artsmith, coaching partner, FitGMR, wellness partner, Monday. Kindly check out the socials of the stream as well, and share the stream as much as possible with your friends. Share the information with your friends, क्योंकि यहाँ बहुत उम्दा अपॉर्चुनिटी लेके आए हैं एनईएससी आप सबके लिए, पर्टिकुलरली फॉर डोटा प्लेयर्स. सो सिनेरियो यहाँ पे चेंज होना है. यू गेट एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू गो अब्रॉड एंड प्ले बिग मैचेस. कम ऑन, गेट रेडी, गेट सम एक्साइटमेंट. तो तैयार रहिए, अपने दोस्तों को ये भी बता दीजिए इसके बारे में. And look forward for more. So we will go for a short break here. Fill up your coffee and popcorn. Get ready for the second match. Oh, we are told that there is no break, so we are directly
That's
jumping
even
in.
better if you think about it. Maybe not very good for the players because they obviously want 5 minutes reset
Breather.
to discuss, to
Hmm.
regather their thoughts from the first game, and you also want to move on. Like Dota 2 is a game in which you also have to learn to move on quickly, and sometimes you also need to hold on to certain things for a very long time. So there is one side holding on to
Mm-hmm.
games for 60 plus minutes. So you want to hold on. And then there is this part, which is the game one, which was a disaster if you think about it from WOF point of view. You want to
Hmm.
move on as soon as possible out of that game. I don't
That
mean
is
to
true.
say a disaster in the bad way, but I mean to say it was a loss, right? So the
Let's
way
say learning
they,
opportunity.
yeah, the way they faced this loss, it was it was a harsh punch coming from the
Agreed.
opponents. It's that
Agreed.
type of game it was. That's what I mean to say. So it's not moving away or moving on from the loss. It's more of a moving on from the mental fatigue from the first game,
Hmm.
especially maybe for Zone Arc. Like you gotta feel bad for this guy who is probably feeling if only things could work around. But Rocker also tried his real best. The triple kill at the top, the
Hmm.
double kill return from Icarus. Things are going here and there, but let's just jump into the draft. Game 2, it's on. Very soon, we'll be heading into the draft. I have a feeling we're going to see different heroes this time,
Mm-hmm.
and I
Radiant
also
team ban.
have a
Dire team
feeling
ban.
we are getting close to the title. And like you did mention, there's a lot of
10
players
seconds remaining.
who are now pretty much known. So even
5
Team
seconds
WF,
remaining.
couple of these players are now becoming familiar names. Players like Rocker, Zonar, Icarus, Jukan, Squeezy. I mean, most of them I've heard about them. If anything, as only one player, I think it was uh, I got Jim as the only player I'm not very much familiar with. Everybody else is
Radiant
probably
team ban.
Abi, HBK, Krish, and MNZ,
Dire
if I'm
team
not wrong.
ban.
So yeah, I got my player database statistically ramped up in my data sheet
10 seconds
over
Mm-hmm.
here
remaining.
in my mind. But yeah, let's
5
just focus on the
seconds
draft now.
remaining.
Game one is history in the books of ESFI and OXY25 for the qualification.
Dire team ban.
So yes, indeed. Once again, best wishes for both the teams. Let's hope that it's not like
10
the prior
seconds
match, and
remaining.
on this one, WOF gives an answer
5
to
seconds
what
remaining.
happened on match number one. So for this, I'm sure that Avengers are kind of like prepared,
Radiant team
because they
ban.
know for the
Radiant
fact
team
कि
pick.
WF की तरफ से अच्छा खासा एक ग्लोबैक आएगा ही आएगा. तो उनका ड्राफ्ट देखते हैं. लेट्स होप इट्स नॉट लाइक एन एक्सपेरिमेंटल थिंग, और टेक्स्ट बुक बैंस में देख रहा हूँ यहाँ पे.
Dire
Yeah,
team
it
pick.
looks like there's oh my goodness, first pick Shadow Fiend. What is this? A pub game of mine from solo ranked queue. It does look like it. So anyway, we have Undying Band, respectfully maybe, because yeah, that triple kill was quite
10
stylish.
seconds remaining.
But regardless, Undying played as a support, played
5
as an
seconds
off
remaining.
lane, sometimes as a mid as carry, and I don't know, with D-Rust in this server, you never know
Radiant
what
team
he's up
ban.
to, whatever he wants to do. Rubik, a response. So they are trying to use the Shadow Razes and Requiem of Souls against him.
Radiant
Let's
team
take a look at
ban.
the bans for a brief moment. It is Dawnbreaker, Shadow Shaman, Nature's Prophet, and
Dire
Chen.
team ban.
So there's a couple of auras here and there which have been banned by Team W, but can you fully do so? I don't think with an SF first pick, Avengers is going to do the same aura focused lousy draft. They want to get back to their own form, which is killing and
10
spilling
seconds remaining.
blood. And that is exactly why they picked Shadow Fiend, because boom,
5
here comes
seconds
the Shadow
remaining.
Rays, here comes the Requiem of Souls, and Team WF. They're probably considering this SF to be a dangerous output of magical and physical damage resource. So they have to consider factors like they do need one BKB piercing stun if it comes down to a
Dire
Requiem of
team
Souls which
pick.
they are not able to steal, or they want to at
Radiant
least try
team
and run
pick.
away
Radiant.
from.
Silencer.
Very happy to see Nature's
Ooh.
Prophet get banned, by the way.
Disruptor.
Dire team pick.
Oh,
Hmm.
Disruptor, okay. There's the Silencer. That's clear
Oh,
lack of stuns,
wow.
but Avengers pick Pudge.
Dire team
And
pick.
oh my goodness, I must say,
Phantom
it is
assassin.
starting to look like a pub game from my solo rank games. There's SF and Pudge with Disruptor. Phantom Assassin, Zonarch. Now, I haven't seen this hero be all that successful in
10 seconds
7.3
remaining.
patch.
Radiant
Is
team
it
Hmm.
going to be
pick.
successful in this
Legion
one?
Commander.
Who knows? Legion Commander. So that's gonna dispel the
Ooh.
Dismember.
Yeah.
And this draft just keeps on
Hmm.
getting interesting.
Very, very interesting. Not just interesting.
10 seconds
Rubik
remaining.
Silencer, Phantom Assassin, Legend Commander.
5
Okay.
seconds
I mean,
remaining.
these are heroes I would never see in
Together.
in oh man, I don't know what to say. But anyway,
Radiant team ban.
it's also very exciting
Queen
to see
of
all of them. There it is,
Pain.
Queen of Pain.
Dire
I
team
Finally, a
like
ban.
that.
standard pick.
Hmm.
No, I mean SF
Luna
and Queen
Van.
of Pain are still strong, but
Oh, yes.
oh man, I'm just gonna say it. This is about to be another bloodbath because you just look at these heroes,
10
you realize
seconds
that there is a
remaining.
lot of low cooldowns. Who's
Dire
gonna have
team
enough
ban.
mana, enough HP, which rune, who's gonna possess, and that's where it's gonna come down to.
Of course. I'm kind of like excited to look at the pull by the purge and the rot, a lot of things, and
10
more of
seconds
disruption
remaining.
factors. And yes, Pudge ban, Puck ban, my
5
mistake, Puck ban.
seconds remaining.
So,
Yeah, just
or
keep an eye
B,
out for the last bans and the last picks. I'm not sure
of
what's going to
course.
happen in this game, but
You said bloodbath already.
oh yeah, I did, right? No, what I mean to say
Huh.
by saying that I don't know what's going to happen is I don't know who's going to win. Let me just rephrase it
Hmm.
that way. I don't know who's going to win.
दैट्स अंडरस्टैंडेबल क्योंकि देखिए अगर हम लोग एक तरफ डब्ल्यूओएफ का बात करें दे आर लाइक हंग्री फॉर द विक्ट्री फॉर श्योर मुझे लग रहा है एंड दैट विल बी लाइक विटनेस राइट इन द बिगिनिंग स्टेजेस ऑफ द मैच मैं बोलूँ नहीं तो फिर पहले 10-15 मिनट तक हमें पता शायद पता चल जाएगा again that is like a with a big time if and a but in between so I'm kind of like looking forward for it. Queen of Pain pick is something that I'm looking forward for. I have seen a lot of Queen of Pain play, and particularly जब उनका scream आ जाता है, my goodness man, first of all, it is so horrible to hear. और जो यूज कर रहे हैं उनके लिए तो मजा आता है लेकिन सामने वाले को तो forget about it. And then walks in
Radiant
Pudge.
team
You
ban.
know what? पहले तो इनको मार पाना that itself is a big time thing. Meanwhile, we see Lashra getting banned. That's
Yeah,
a
it
good one, I
all
would say.
comes down to the catching factor, is what I feel for Team WOF. So
Radiant
Hmm.
team pick.
I think they're gonna be able to catch the Queen of Pain or SF, but eventually there will come a timing where
Hmm.
even if they do catch a player, is going to be things turning around. You remember in the previous game there was that Magnus
True, true.
squeezy.
carry people.
Every time he was
Dire
trying to get
team
the
pick.
initiation. Now, I'm not saying you should have a pitch perfect initiation, but you should expect the opponent to react. And when you try to invade the enemy backlines or, initiate first, you have to take the consideration of these things. And you know what? Avengers, this is a team
10 seconds remaining.
that is just enjoying the privilege of being initiated
5
on.
seconds
They
remaining.
just love to take those type of fights. And with a Pudge and Queen of Pain or SF in this draft, I think it's very possible. I also feel like Marcy can enable couple of duels to be won. There's obviously going to be disruption here and there. People are going to be, positioned,
Choose your hero.
realigned, cliffed. They'll go up, they'll go down, they'll go beyond the river and behind or ahead of it. I mean, Raju is playing Pudge. What do you expect? And he does have that sweet, sweet Pudge Arcana. So yeah, you'll just get the players enlisted for this game. It is Krish on the Shadow Fiend, HBK on the Disruptor, Raju on the Pudge, MNZ on the Queen of Pain, Abi is playing the Marcy. That looks like the offlane. And as for Team WOF, Rocker is playing the Rubik, Jukan is the Silencer, Zonark is playing the Phantom Assassin, Squeezy plays the Legion Commander, and it is Icarus on the Wind Ranger. That's Radiant and Dire respectively. Now we have already introduced you our players. Let's just jump into the game. Smoke on
Prepare
smoke
for
action. I just love this all chat so much. I mean, they're friends beyond the server. That is what is so visible because of the all chat in the server. So apart from the GLHF, it is just, oh, carry sweaters, okay. Very nice. Oh, Tears in the Rain looks like he has already visited the Eastern Europe. Or maybe he means to say that he has already been there with regard to the servers. He has
30
played
seconds to battle.
in Europe West or Europe East. No, never mind. So that was Abi
You're a
just
beautiful
spilling the truth
person with a
that they
charming
have visited
personality.
Russia before. Alright, passports ready for one fight. Zonar thinking of initiating. The power shot is gonna give away the position. Pudge, he's in trouble, but they're gonna willingly hook the PA and Zonar. He is gonna be dispelled, but oh goodness, does it look like it is Pudge dying? Zonark actually does kill up the blood, but the power shot is gonna slow them. Two raises make it only a single one at the moment. Squeezy, he was forced to take the press the attack. SF making a run for it, has a lot of movement speed. Rocker went for the level 1 telekinesis. Rocker, recipient for all three raises maybe. Never mind, it is Krish just slapping him. Not enough mana on that shadow raise. The hook is going to latch. It is Khan.
Oh
His
no.
body is just slashed away by the hook of Pudge. 3-2. That's not very bad for Team WR.
तो अपोजिशन चल रहा है. So, शुरुआत पे तो थोड़े बहुत pranks and yes, the first blood's going on. Dearest.
Oh, there were a lot of separate people dying here and there. 3-2. We have 5 separate people giving away their lives.
Okay.
So it's
For the
only
cause.
Queen of Pain, HBK, Krish on the SF, still clean of their death. And on this side, it is Icarus and Squeezy. I don't know how Squeezy managed to survive that one,
Radiant's courier
but
has
maybe he
been
was
killed.
not part of the getting targeted. Oh wow, the hook actually latches on Jukan, but Rubik and all set at the bottom. Oh, it is actually HBK chasing him. Now this is what I was talking about when I said it is Maharashtra's signature language communication in the Dota servers. They're speaking in Marathi, they're asking... Rocker is basically saying to be left, and HBK is like, no, I won't do that. Squeezy gets taken down. Oh, the hook is not gonna latch. The blink strike from Zonark was actually very good. It's not gonna be enough to kill the Marcy. We missed a kill at the bottom, unfortunately. So that's the Legion commander dead. Hold that for a moment. Speaking of kills, it does look like mid is the only lane where we haven't seen deaths. At least from the 0-0 minute mark.
So 5-3. Can I expect an equalizer in the next 2 minutes or so? Because it definitely seems like, two more are about to happen.
No,
With
it does
one.
feel like with the Pudge on this team,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sure, the kill potential is there, but Marcy and Pudge, both these heroes are so beefy. So PA and Silencer, even though you have the slows, even though you have the hits, it's still not always enough. One of the two can always die. Oh,
Hmm.
that's a hook miss.
Look. Hmm.
So Dukan not gonna be dragged away. But yeah, you can expect 5-4, 5-5 to happen eventually. It might depend on the runes. See about
Yes,
it.
not to forget that.
This is such a difficult lane for Squeezy, man. Do you know before I was playing this, I mean, I was playing against Disruptor and Queen of Pain in my pubs
Mm-hmm.
before this tournament series began. And I just want to say how much Queen of Pain and Disruptor hurt. They
Okay.
slow you, they hurt you, they right click you.
Yes, all those.
And I can imagine myself, oh, Squeezy, is he going to die? The telekinesis, but he's gonna be pulled away. The glimpse is gonna make sure Squeezy actually dies. He doesn't have the mana, Rocker. He's also gonna be dead. The Q from Disruptor.
Oh
There
no,
it is.
oh no, Rocker.
HBK dies. No, but that was amazing from Rocker. The fact that he's able to force HBK into death.
True. That was one good
Okay, now at
move, I
top
will say.
lane, Ignorance is bliss. Oh man, this game feels like a remnant from the previous game. They did get the 5 kills, but now Ignorance is bliss. He is in trouble. He is not in bliss. He is in fact dead. Pudge. The hook is not going to connect, but the rot will. Zonark is in fact thinking of standing his ground. They're gonna try to kill the Pudge. He went to base. He came back, and now he's at a quarter HP. But he does not have the Tranquil Boots. So I think Zonark is having quite the time.
Time for some gym action. Wanna walk in, but no, Zonark in trouble.
Zonark?
Couple
No,
more.
I mean, that's a lot of creeps. Oh, but the dispose into the hook is such a good combo. Zonark, I'm sure he did not see that one coming.
True. So very true. And an amazing save also.
For a moment, it felt like the Marcy is the one who catches the sight of death, but it is clearly Zonark. Now, with the Orb of Corrosion and almost Power Trick done, it is a fairly even game on the last hits, exception for Squeezy, however. Oh, bottom lane, here comes the blink in. Rubik, Fatebolt thrown. It's only on the Queen of Pain. Observer Ward, that is going to allow a glimpse to latch on Rocker. This is probably going to give away the fact that there was an Observer planted.
Big ones of course on the move. और देखते देखते कुछ और वहां पे A and the tipping has begun and this is a mark the silence. साइलेंस की तरफ से ग्लोबल और ये कंप्लीट इम्पैक्ट यहाँ पे छोड़ देते हुए इग्नोरेंस अबाउट टू ओ बट नो manages to get saved. That's a big juke. Fabulously executed. And you know what? जब आपके पास जिम मौजूद है you need not worry much about it, I would say. वो जानते थे कि उनको सपोर्ट वहां पे जरूर मिलने वाला है and they have definitely capitalized on the situation. And this is where the teamwork is looking strong. Again, the tipping continues. Queen of Pain की तरफ से आ भी चुका. Seems as if one more is about to happen. Slightly low on mana, but does not look like on a back out. But this is still waiting, and that's a beautiful connect. And here comes a banger. That's an answer. And there we go. It's going to convert. एक और आने का chances हो सकता है, but no oversteps as of now. Silencer on the other front, moving in. रूबिक्स आने का देखना पड़ेगा, लेकिन उनका भी थोड़ा सा मामला गर्म वहां पे नजर आ रहा है. So it's while it seems as if answer मिलेगा ही मिलेगा, frag kill मिलने का chance. Yes, indeed, the silence one more time in place. No overstepping at this juncture.
Yeah, that
And
was
Jokan
pretty
made a very
brave
good
from
move.
Marcy, don't you think? Oh, and Zonar gets picked off by SF. So he tried to help at mid, but instead it is Icarus who might have, but the Shadow Race misses and D-Rust is dead. So, no perfect game here for Krish, who was having 0 deaths otherwise. A 7-minute means
Oh.
Wisdom Shrine, and Wisdom Shrine is activated, so I mean, Tears in the Rain was thinking of stealing that Wisdom. But
Hmm.
Wisdom Shrine is something that Team WF covers really well. So let's just say that.
True indeed. 13 to 8. Under 8
Dire's
minutes.
middle tower is under attack.
I want to see the equalizer in the number of kills. And last pitch के मामले में तो WOF definitely having a very good day. It's a 50,
Dire's
48
middle
and
tower
34.
is under attack.
Slightly
I
struggle कर रहे हैं.
also think WOF are having a better game to compare to
Dire's
game
middle
1.
tower has
I mean, at this
Dire's
8-minute
top
mark,
tower is under attack.
things were looking much worse in the previous game. And in this game, Icarus TPs. That's a hook on the Marcy. So they're gonna be wasting time. And Icarus CTP stop. Doesn't get anything out of it. Squeezy gets taken down at bottom. So the way Team Avengers spread out on the map,
Dire's
and
middle
now they're
tower is under
re-engaging at
attack.
top. So they just use the information so well. As Zonarchy is in trouble, HBK. The fact that there is a Thunder Strike means there is a glimpse to be followed, but the hook, oh, it's gonna be blocked by Ignorance's Blink. What is happening, Zonarch? How is he alive? I'm pretty sure there is a tilting moment of implosion among Team Avengers players. The glimpse plus hook was supposed to happen, but it did not.
Also, I'm surprised to see that Enchantress missing out on the arrows. That is something which needs to be corrected a little bit. Maybe
Radiant
Avengers
are
यहाँ पे जो
scanning.
ट्राई कर रहे हैं वो वर्क नहीं हो रहा है शायद से, तो उसको जरा सेटरेट करना पड़ेगा. But in between plus walking and that's going to be a big time denial. They completely surrounded, so no chance of survival at all
Radiant
for
are
Rubik.
scanning.
Yeah, absolutely none.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm kind of surprised to see Team WF try and defend the top tower. But yeah, 16 is to 8. Now things are looking much more difficult. Squeezy gets taken down once again, but bottom there is more blood that Team Avengers is able to sense. I go Jim, he is looking at a target and it is the Wind Ranger. Bitten and Global Silence gets thrown off. So are you sure this Pudge is going to be okay? I mean, the TP from Rubik was far away. HBK taken down. The Queen of Pain is silenced, but Jukan, oh goodness, he does survive from that hook. Pudge still being chased at. Squeezy, he really wants this duel, but he is scared that he gives the damage to SF. And now with the Blade Mail activated, Squeezy is running away. Here comes D-Rush. Oh, the SF has amplified damage. He is so strong, but he's not gonna be able to land any disables or stuns or slows, which means he will have to give up on the chase. Now mid lane, Marcy solo killing Zonarch. That's actually insane with the Helm of Dominator build.
Dire's
So he's
bottom
just
tower
using his
is under
ally.
attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
That's just so unfair, I might say, and Rocker is dead. He did manage to cliff Krish. So now Krish, he has the TP, but he is gonna stand his ground.
Dire's bottom
Very
tower is
tall.
under attack. Dire's bottom
Tears
tower
in the rain.
has
The
fallen.
power shot doesn't latch. Squeezy still alive. He lives another day. Icarus doesn't have focus fire, but now here comes the Pudge. Oh, and this might be a dismember into the glimpse. Followed with 2 Shadow Races. Icarus deleted, destroyed.
I can safely say total annihilation happening
Yeah,
right
this
now
is
from.
actually brutal. They're just camping this area of Wisdom Shrine. Rocker. No, he's not gonna be rocking this one. One right click will do it after that. Shadow
Dire's
Raise,
bottom
D-Rush,
tower
deletes
is under
Rocker.
attack.
It's like back to back takedowns, man. One after the other, and
And
Dheeraj
look at
on the
this,
killing
HBK and
spree.
D-Rust standing near
Hmm.
the outpost. This is our territory now. They're trying
Absolutely,
to make a statement. This is not movement. This is actually a statement.
and a big one, and a very big one.
Dominant one. But now he has bottled his shield rune. So SF
Hmm.
thinking of farming the enemy
Dire's
territories.
bottom
But
tower
oh, look at
is
this,
under
another
attack.
smoke. Disruptor is actually having no points in Static Storm. I can't believe it. HBK is getting away with this. But of course, Glimpse maxed. Thunder Strike maxed. He might glimpse the Legion Commander if he duels anybody. But the latch is going to in fact hit. And here comes the Fear Bomb. It is Requiem of Souls followed with the Sonic Wave. The duel is lost. Icarus just
Dire's
doesn't
middle
have
tower
a
is
safe
under
place to
attack.
run away from with even with the wind run.
It
Radiant
seems as if
structures are
Dheeraj is
fortified.
kind of like taking the rust off the
I
players and
still
kind of moving.
cough at the fact that HBK has not skilled up his Static Storm. He's level 8. He's playing on the Thunder Strike.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
This is the first time I'll be seeing a game in India, in Indian Dota 2, where when an ultimate spell is not skilled up and somebody actually still wins the games regardless. All right, hold on. A jumping made here by Abi. Oh, that's a very big range. Is the broken silence. A false sense of safety. Here comes the blood grenade. That hook latches. Drone arc. He's in trouble. Now there is a glimpse. Oh, the static storm. He has skilled it up. Penta.
Lovely. The
HBK
ultimate
has
available.
skilled up
Meanwhile,
his
down kill.
Is under
ultimate spell. I
attack.
repeat, he did skill
Hmm.
it up. I thought he was trying to. Now its ignorance is a bliss. The aggro is shifted. There are not enough procs on the javelin from Icarus. GG's get called. 14-minute annihilation.
Radiant's
The
bottom tower
ticket to
is under
Russia
radiant
and the
victory.
flight has been punched in by the Avengers. Team W2F. They're out of it.
I'm actually surprised. I'm actually surprised with the GG being called. That's one. And number two, it's like a opposite match or kind of like a reverse sweep sort of thing. Because the numbers itself are speaking for itself. I really don't have to talk more. Derust and ignorance is bliss is kind of like they completely ignored the prior match. I very well remember right before the match you said that you have to forget the prior one and you have to move on. And I believe that
Yeah,
WF has
and right
literally
after
done
you
that.
exactly do that, here comes the game 2 and it's dishing. Freshly
Hmm.
baked and plastered with the same exact taste that game 1 left on your tongue.
Ooh.
I mean, the feeling has to be the same. So at 14th minute, the fact that you have to call GG at 14th minute, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but what I'm trying to say is when you're just shown the reality
Mm-hmm.
and you don't want any of the reality from game 1 in game 2, you just tap it out and you call it GG.
I'm slightly disappointed, I would say, here with the performance
No,
of
of
Avengers.
course, I mean, we just had to cover
Hmm.
a game of 15 minutes of Dota 2. That is very rare, don't you think? Unusual, rare, disappointing, of course. But let's not forget, it was absolutely horrendous for Squeezy. The dual damage is just not there. In
Mm-hmm.
fact, it is there with the opponent. And then you want to consider things like you are one series away from visiting a foreign country. It's always a great experience to travel, but then your hopes and dreams crushed just like that with a 2-0. 32 minutes, reduce that by a half, and that's game two. Unfortunate for Team WOF. I can feel it, but at the same time, you can just accept reality and move on. There is nothing you can do about it. But at the same time, congratulations to Avengers. And if they are going for the second time, as mentioned by Tears in the Rain or Ignorance is Bliss in the all chat, so get your sweaters ready to visit Russia. And I hope they have a fun time. It's quite nice. They probably are gonna witness not just epic Dota, maybe some fun wintry stuff, and maybe some Northern Lights too.
Northern Lights. You got me excited with that part more often. And yes, congratulations to the team for moving further and one more step closer to the big one, to a pretty big one. And of course, Avengers, just like the name, they played the game, they waited, they did everything that has to be done that's there on the books. And every move that they have presented is like beautifully executed. So yes, guys, look forward for more action. Kindly follow on the socials. Do not forget about that. And a huge shout out to the entire team in the background that have worked, that made it possible. Because of them, we are on the screen and all this is happening. So NESC Oxy 2025, the Open Esports Student Games here that's happened, the grand finals matches. We just witnessed two amazing games. um, Best wishes to WF for the future, and great opportunity for
They
Avengers
were
for moving further.
amazing in the sense that the skill range was way too high for one team over the other. But let's not forget that that is exactly the skill range that you want to try and achieve, and hopefully it's empowering the other team which is defeated, Team WF, to come back stronger. Maybe the next time they get neck to neck, toe to toe. I will just share this thing which I was watching as a podcast from Dota to itself, that before Notel could win two TIs,
Hmm.
especially consecutively, he did have a lot of times tasted defeat right in his eyes and in his face, from Kuroki, from Puppy, from Team Secret, Team Liquid. So those were the days. And maybe somewhere India's professional scene does feel similar, even though the game's hype is not the same evergreen it used to be.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that ESFI is taking steps to empower players and teams into making something useful out of playing this video game is truly outstanding. And hats off to the production team. Of course, uh, it's the reason why we are able to get the hype cast and watch these amazing players pull off a show. Good luck to the teams, whoever is going to be making it to Russia is in for quite a journey.
Quite a journey, of course, indeed, and a one big one to remember. And talking about remembering the same, let's remember once our partners, our communications partner is Art Smith, coaching partner is FitGMR, wellness partner is Monday, huh, because of who all this is happening and is possible for the team to go towards the next big step. So, once again, congratulations and best wishes to Team Avengers. Also, best wishes for Team WOF for an entertaining game. And I believe that, this is kind of like a learning opportunity for them for the next tournaments that they play. And we'll be looking forward for more. So I believe that's the wrap of the day. Before we close, I'm waiting for the word from the production team if there is anything to be covered. Meanwhile, any more words, anything you would like to share with us, Frozen?
No, I was just gonna say one last thing, which is look, now we are done with this qualifier. There's going to be the international, right, in
Mm-hmm.
September, first weekend, second week. So
Hmm.
anybody who has followed the professional scene of India can actually follow the international scene, and you can
True.
see how big the game is actually, and how teams, players, etc. play with against each other, and how the community is what makes itself.
True.
So even though in India it's a lesser community with regard to the number, I just want to say, as long as you work with each other together, help each other, and push each other to be better, like these people did in the all chat, like we did by telling each other stories, experiences of helping each other. Like me and Santa, we reconciled after about 2 years back on ESFI stage. And obviously, there is new people, there's old people on the production here and there. So I'm really grateful for what Dota 2 is giving us. And I hope this never stops being something that you can receive and give. And once again, I'm very grateful for this opportunity. So
Yes.
thank you guys.
Any fear? I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Tonight, we will fly above the sky. We are heroes town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.